It is, I guess, good to be back talking with the good people. But we'll get into all that in just a second. But I hope everyone had a great weekend. The weather was something else. The storm weather has been something different for sure. In the world of sports, we got some things to talk about. A listing of discussions we're going to talk about today. The dog's life, a little bit of what's been going on about these hosts of these sports shows. Is it cool or not? Major League Baseball is wild and crazy as could ever be, as well as college football. Now, what are we going to do? And the NFL has the power to do something that we talked about, I guess, the man cave a few times, and amongst friends, we've discussed this before. But again, how you guys doing today? Thanks for tuning in to the show. If it's your first time seeing the live version, thank you so much for tuning in. Thumbs up all around. Several ways you can stay involved and informed with the show. We have a Facebook page, Who's to Blame, Instagram, Who's to Blame the Podcast, and Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. You can also follow us on YouTube as well, Dre Montez. Thanks for chiming in, guys. How you doing? How you doing? But before we get into it, also got to give you guys all the thanks for helping me celebrate T-Mac's 50th birthday last week. That was pretty cool how you guys all chimed in and told him happy birthday. I'm quite sure he enjoyed it all. But on Saturday, some heartbreaking news hit me as my dog, my pet, our love, Espen, my miniature pincher, our miniature pincher, is no longer with us. And it was a difficult weekend. So the thing I want to talk about is a dog's life. It's nothing sad or nothing like that. But I think we've all had a pet at some point or another. And I'm just talking about dogs right now. Cats freak me the hell out. But about dogs, I don't know how a pet came in your life, how connected you are with the pet. Is it your own? Did you go through straight rescue? Was the dog given to you by a side chick, side dude, somebody trying to sleep with your mama or daddy? Either way, we've all had a pet before at some aspect or another. But this one hit me here kind of tough. You know, when I was a kid, my buddies and I were playing. Oh, it was a beautiful hot day in 1978 on Kensington, right off of Kings Highway in the alley, doing what boys would normally do, play. We hear a rumble in a trash can, and lo and behold, we found a white dog in there with a red Kool-Aid stain on him. And we didn't know what to do. Who's going to take the dog? So as boys are trying to be boys, we try to keep the dogs ourselves in a little makeshift clubhouse that we had. But it got to the point somebody need to take responsibility of the dog. So everyone asked permission, could they take the dog home, and everybody was told no. So it was my turn. And I go to my my G, Grandma Mildred, and I begged for this dog. Begged, can we keep this dog? And we kept the dog and named her enough, ironically enough, Whitey. So I want to fast forward now to me getting Espen. I got the dog in a way I think no one should ever get a dog, drunk in a bar. True story. And I looked at her and she looked at me and locked eyes. I'm like, you're coming with? And I said, your name is going to be Espen. And the rest is an unbelievable story. She's been in a boat. She's been on a plane. She's been on the metro. She's been on the Metro Link. She's been on a motorcycle. She's been in a golf cart. She's been to North Carolina. She's been to Arizona. She's been to Vegas. She's been all over the damn place. This dog did enjoy a hell of a life. But here's something I want to say about dogs that really gets to me. No dog, no human would ever greet you the way a dog does when you come through that door. They don't judge on how your day was, what happened, what you look like, with any of that. The way you are greeted by a dog is something that can never, ever, ever replace. No child would do it. No woman does it. No man greets anybody like that coming through the door. Those three people don't do it like a pet does, especially a dog. They make you feel appreciated in what you did. I remember a story one day I was getting my ass beat in a softball tournament back in the days when tournaments went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I come home beat and destroyed. My body is just through the roof. I'm out of it. And I come through that door, and the way she greeted me and licked my face, all the pain went away. All of the pain went away. After 14 amazing, amazing motherfucking years, I truly, truly appreciate the opportunity of being an owner of a miniature pincher with the greatest name in dog history, Espen. I love you forever, and thank you guys so much for sending out your thoughts and prayers and condolences because it was a tough weekend. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very tough weekend. But hey, we got through it like we're gonna get through this sports season. No matter what happened, we got to stick together and be together. So we're gonna start it off right now. Let's get on into the world of sports. A host of sports shows, whether on the radio or the television, are they going too far when they're telling you about how they feel about particular players or a team? Did Skip Bayless go too far when it came to criticizing Dame Lillard? Did Shay Sharp go too far when it came to critiquing Kyle Lowry's body and his athletic ability? I take it back to what some of these athletes have been going through in their upbringing, either what their coach told them, what their parents told them. When anybody told them in the level of getting to the point of being a professional athlete, you go through that hate session. You hear some bad things said to you. Ask Earl Woods. Well, may he rest in peace. Talk to Serena and Venus Williams' dad. Talk to Todd Marinovic's dad, although I don't think no one should go through that. Shock therapy is a motherfucker, especially when you don't get what your dad is trying to tell you. But when it comes to the host criticizing an athlete, are they doing it for content? Are they doing it for clicks? What is the purpose of telling Carmelo Anthony that he's not an elite player no more? I mean, what is that doing? I mean, when hosts do this, I'm okay with critiquing anybody out there. Now, if you don't perform up to the level I think you should perform at, I'm going to give you that business. But there's going to be some relevant information to go on with it. But if it's just haterade out there for an individual or a team or a situation, I think it's a little bit more deeper than that. Although it was kind of comical the way how everybody exploded over the fact of what's been going on with the NBA since it's been in the bubble. You're getting a lot of hosts getting into their feelings when they're talking about their respective sports or a particular topic right now in sports. Some are, really getting on that edge right now that maybe an athlete or a former player could be waiting outside the dressing room. It's getting to that point right now. And on the other hand, of the athlete, you got to let that shit go. Just do your job. If you do your job, you won't even hear the naysayers at all. Just let it go. It's just like the sound of one hand clapping. You don't believe it unless you look at it and see. Like, how is he doing that over there? Who's to blame? Let it go. I agree with some of the things that some of these hosts in television and in radio and podcasting and things like that and live streaming and what they've been saying about some of these athletes when it comes to a controversial play or a controversial situation in a game situation, as we're seeing right now with the NBA, Major League Baseball, and National League Hockey. Shout out to the sponsors, by the way, over here in Bell Vegas. We have Rogers Place, 4322, located at 322 East Main, right next door to Grim and Gorley. Get your floors today and a nice cup of Joe while you wait on your order. The Office Lounge, shout out to the patio. It is raining right now, so stay dry, my friends. 7 Bar and 7 Sushi Bar, Margaritas on Main, Tavern on Main, the Lincoln Movie Theater, and it is Wednesday. I think my man Kurt Copeland and friends will have open mic tonight at 7 Bar and 7 Sushi Bar. Bigfoot Comics as well, as they're located at 101 East B Street. Cosmic Comics and Collectibles, located at 132 West Main. My soul food lovers out there, stop on down at CNC Food for Your Soul, located at 1926 West Main. For home improvements, room additions, or roofing work, reach out to R&R Services, 618-257-8644. If you're a female homeowner, the bigger the bus, the bigger the discount. R&R Services. Call today. SIP, Southern Illinois Independent Placement, 618-722, 618-722-0173. Reach out to my man Keith to find out more information about what they can do for you today. Oh, it's Liquid Wednesday, Wet Wednesday, And it's Wild Wednesday if you're thinking about Major League Baseball, which is our next topic of discussion here. Speaking of Major League Baseball, I have joined forces with a up and coming off the ground podcast, All Aspect Sports, and I'm a contributor to the Major League Baseball content. So I got an article coming up, and I'm going to share that with you as well. But right now, on the Major League Baseball level, it's wild as hell right now. Not just the pitch. They're hitting off the chain. Mike Trout is, come on now. Come on. This dude is killing the ball. Killing the ball. I mean, but I don't believe the inside the park home runs we've seen in consecutive days. But let's get to this Major League Baseball pitching. After the fourth inning, what's going on? What happened? It's like they losing their mind. They're on their own. They're off kilter out there. Talk to me. Rob Manfred. Here's what I want to happen. I want the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox to play each other in a 4-game series. I want to see how many people get hit by a pitch, how many arguments happen, because I want a fight to break out. Because the only way we're going to get satisfaction as baseball fans is see proper discipline given to those two damn teams if they fight each other. Because according to Rob Manfred's handbook on discipline, don't do anything to the Houston Astros or I will punish you. Don't say anything to them, and I dare you to hit them with a pitch. I dare you to charge one of their players, or I will punish you to the fullest extent of the law. I thought that was supposed to go the other way around when teams got caught cheating, when teams got insisted on knowing the next pitch. I thought that was supposed to happen if you're using an electronic device to get an advantage of the game. But that's not the point here. If you do something to the victim, the people that were caught, if we do anything to them, it's more than a slap on the wrist. It's hands behind your back. Joe Kelly. Why, Rob Manfred? Why? Who's to blame? In this Major League Baseball quarantine, you're pissing the commissioner off. Look, grown fans know that grown baseball players lie and cheat as well. They are the most secretive society in all 4 sports. You don't hear nothing about them until 4 or 5 years after the fact. But this whole quarantine thing, you expect me to believe that you guys have not went out? Nobody has went to the casino. Nobody has went to the strip club. Nobody has went and got something to eat at a crowded restaurant with an average age of 65 and up. You expect us, the baseball fans, unite to actually believe that? Come on now. I love some of these baseball players out there. I'm a baseball guy till it's over with. But I'm not believing these stories from the players at all. No, come on. You expect us to believe all this time you've been kicking it before the games, after the games, before the pandemic happened, you can just go cold turkey? Get the hell out of here. Get the side chicks on the phone. Let's see what's been going on. Talk to the side chicks because they do more pillow talking in life. Major League Baseball players do. Who's to blame? And if you're just tuning in, thank you guys so much. I do really, really appreciate it. It means a whole lot. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough few days here, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Speaking of tough few days, college football, now what? Now what? As a fan of college football, as an SEC fanatic, as a man who has been to more college football games than baseball games, they're real close to each other. They're real close to each other. I do believe, real close. But on this level right here of intensity, of figuring out what to do during the pandemic, I'm kind of on the side right here where half of these kids, a majority of these kids that are wanting and on these football teams and need to play fall sports, whether it's safer for them to stay at the facility or go back home, I'm going with staying your ass at college. Because half of these kids came out of some crazy situations. They went to these colleges for a reason, to get the hell away. To get the hell away out of that lifestyle, that environment, that toxic environment, trying to make things better for themselves and the rest of their family. And you want them to go back to that, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. I'm thinking of the bad side of this, of going back home. I'm sorry, Big Mama, you're going to miss your baby. Uncle Leroy, you're gonna miss Big Chris. That's fine. But think of the safety ramifications. I say keep the kids at school, keep them right there. Nobody take their ass home. You go home, you're not coming back. We're not revisiting this like Freaknik back in the day. Once you in, you in. Once you out, you out. Now, by playing the sport, that's a different type of responsibility. This comes on the president, the AD, the people who really, really got some serious financial ramifications on the line as far as street credit as well. But I want more of the MD world talking about this. I'm tired of hearing of coaches and athletes and reporters talking about what they should do. Bring the medical people in. Bring them in. Let's see what they say. Locally, I would love to know what Washington University is saying. St. Louis University, what are they saying? Because I've seen the facilities. They have the technology. They have the knowledge to tell us what to do when it comes to this type of pandemic. They know what to do. But as far as these kids going back home, hell no. No, no. I don't agree with that one bit at all. Shout out to the sponsors in St. Louis as well. New sponsor alert in St. Louis that we picked up. Everyone's always talking about keeping their car looking the way it should. You want a respectable looking car. You want your car to fit the image, whether it's new or old. Your car still needs to be deserved to be detailed and taken care of. Look no further. Shine and Go Auto Detailing. Check them on out. They make you look good as well as your car look good. I will share the hashtag on the page here, but it's Shine and Go -detail.com. Make your reservations today, because after this liquid sunshine, we're going to need to get that car looking good for the weekend already. There you go, right there. As well as BB's, Jazz, Blues, and Soups. Game 6 Honky Tonk Joint. Barbecue Madman. That's right. Historic Soulard. Allstate Insurance. Jim and Julie Price. Get your golf cart insured today. Great Grizzly Bear. The Woodshack. Hammerstones. 9th Street Deli at Howard's. Always Towing. Electric Cab in North America. Ballpark Shuttle. STL. Physique Fitness right there for you. And the two title sponsors. The Weed Squad St. Louis. Happy anniversary, guys. As well as NextCore. You got it all right there. Thank you guys again. And for our last little discussion here, the NFL could do something that could blow our mind, that we've all thought about this before. I didn't think we talked about it at the Man Cave once. What if we had NFL on a Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Think about that. Because that's what the proposed plan is. If college football is shut down, it's shut down. Where's the fall schedule at? Somebody's going to need some programming. Somebody's going to need some content. So besides ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC, TNT could jump in here. TBS, a live streaming service could jump in. Also the NFL Network. A whole lot of people could jump in and say, hey, I want to get Friday Night Football going on here with the NFL. That could be an open situation. Although no fans in the stadium, but we still get the love of having the NFL force on that many nights a week. Now, a lot of people would not agree with that, but as football fans, I really don't have a problem with the NFL flooding the schedule like that. I mean, let's figure it out. What they're going to try to propose with the college football for as scheduling for next year is insane. A proposed 20-game season. Hey, supposed to go to class and learn. I thought learning was fun. Exactly. So with the NFL, if they pull this thing off and there's no college football, we could have that much football during the week. You can't see me. I'm clapping like crazy. I'm giddy. Yes, I'm giddy. Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Friday Night Football, Saturday Night Football, and Sunday Football. Talking about NFLpackage.com. Finally. It kind of reminds me of the days when you used to be able to go to a sports bar and enjoy football all day on a Saturday, all day on a Sunday. But you can't do that no more because you got a dumbass bartender that doesn't watch TV, don't know the channels. You got the other bartender doesn't like football, or you have these bars that put up 12 TVs for one fucking team to be played. Oh, I'm glad those days are over with. Give the content to the fan in the only enjoyment of their own home. What Beanie say in old school? Frank, I'm worth 13 million that the government knows about. Own 6 speaker cities for God's sakes. Well, I got 6 televisions. We can pull this off. I can support the NFL doing it Monday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If there's no college football schedule at all, I support that. I am not on board with college football trying to impose a 20-game schedule on these kids for the 2021 season. Stop it. Stop that. Huh? How they supposed to learn? How they supposed to go to class? How they going to keep the scholarship? There's a scholarship procedure and requirements on there. It's not going to be fulfilled. And then we're going to get all these kids missing the game, and it's going to be a disaster. College football in the NFL. You only want to talk to each other 3 months out of the year. I think you kind of need to do like the Major League Baseball Players Association, the players, and the commissioner. Why don't you guys just meet at the Hyatt in the conference room and hash this thing out from amateurism to professionalism? How about that? Let's see the difference just with the powers that be that run this. And then let's bring in the MDs of the world, the top physicians in the world when it comes to internal medicine. Bring those guys into and come up with some serious, actual damn facts, some policies and procedures, a chain of command. Put it down on the paper and let's sit back and look at it like this. Let's bob and weave. Because right now, all I'm seeing on this is money. It seems to be the only thing I can see out of this when it comes to college football and the NFL not talking. The college football is trying to figure out the way to keep all this money while giving us no game. That's what they're trying to do. That's called the Kansas City Shuffle, kids. That's it, Kansas City Shuffle. And what the NFL is trying to do, look, these guys get paid already. You're getting your ass on the field. That's what that's the difference between amateurism and professionalism. Them college kids, they can type and grind, tweet, say, let us play all they want. But them presidents and them ADs run you. And that's the biggest who's to blame of the moment right there when it comes to this situation of should these kids play and what the NFL schedule could possibly look like when it comes to television. I'm all on board for it. I really am. I've enjoyed the VR of sports. I don't like the fees to be affiliated with the VR fan. I think that's bullshit. Give us something free. Give us free. You know, I mean, oh man, if you're just tuning in, thank you and enjoy your Wednesday so far. Hope it's all going well for you. Birthday shout outs out there. Booyah. I believe Miss Bonita Richardson, neighbor of mine. I think it's her birthday, by the way. But today we talked about a dog's life. We talked about hosting sports shows going too far. And Major League Baseball is wild and off the chain right now. This is the craziest shit I've never seen. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You come to school, you cheat on every exam, but because the kid next to you pushed you, he gets suspended for 20 games. Get the hell? What? For 20 days of school. But I didn't do nothing wrong. That's how crazy Major League Baseball has been. In college football, we're going to hear about it the rest of the week. Will these kids be playing or not? I have already been on board, checked the box, sent off all my letters, and submitted my vote. Let these kids stay at the school. Do not go back home. They escaped that place, that asylum for a reason. They got up out of there. The ones that want to go back home, keep your ass right there. Stay on right there. In the NFL, the potential of no college football on television could control the network. Are you ready for that? I say I'm all in. Who's all in? Who's coming with? Who's coming with? Jeez. Bring your kid Brett Rodney too. Bring him on along. So I think that's about it, kids. I think I've chopped it up enough with you here on this way back Wednesday, Wet Wednesday, and What It Do Wednesday here with your boy Dre Montez, host of Who's to Blame, the podcast. Don't forget to visit who's to blame.com. Hit the donate button. Show a brother some love. High fives all out and hugs for everybody. Thank you again for the thoughts, prayers, and condolences for our dog, Espen. And you guys enjoy the rest of your Dizzy. And we're going to be out of this thing. Thank you. Thank you again. All right. All right. That was the recording. We're done. Well, kids, I'm out of here.